Hey guys, it's Renee. So this video is going to be about four side hustles to make extra money that no one really ever talks about. It's really weird because these were the side hustles that I did when I needed extra money, and a couple of them I still do. So like and subscribe, but let's get right into it. I don't want to waste your time. So the first one is going to be yoga, and I'm already on the page. I'm going to have a link to this in the description. I actually already did a video about this. I think my last video was about yoga. And so I'm just going to go over this one quickly. If you want to know more about it, you can see I made a proof video and just showed you like that they pay me and like what you do and things like that. But pretty much you just help people get their driver's license. That's why it shows this girl holding up her driver's license, and you pick them up from their house. You take them to the DMV test. They use your car to do their DMV test, and then after that, you drop them back off at their house if they want. Some people would rather just meet you at the DMV, and that's fine too. But this is a good way to make money while you're like starting your business, while you're like growing your online business, or just like vacation money or whatever, because they actually pay really good. And again, I made a video on this before. I think it's the video right before this video, and I show you like proof on my phone. So if you want, you can go and watch that. And yeah, like I said, you can go and watch that because I go into more detail about how you get paid and everything, and I just show payment proofs and stuff like that. And so you're considered a yoga concierge, and the link in the description will take you to this page. And if you go through that link, you'll actually get a $50 bonus. And also on this page, there's this little video if you want to watch that, and it just shows you pretty much what you'll actually be doing in some more detail. So yeah, that's number one. Um, Honestly, this takes like 2 hours, if that. Sometimes it takes three. It really just depends on the gig. But um, yeah, this is definitely a way you can just like signing up for this, you can make an extra 1,000 a month. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about, a lot of people don't really talk about yoga, but a lot of people don't really consider this next one like a side hustle that you can use to make an extra $1,000 a month. Residential counselor. I've been a residential counselor. I was a residential counselor since college. Like it was a great like side hustle for me, especially if you can somehow get like an overnight position as a residential counselor. You're pretty much getting paid to do, I don't want to say do nothing, but like keep it real, you're getting paid to do almost nothing. Like they expect you to do certain things like clean and things like that, but most of the time your residents are going to be sleeping. So you're not really going to be doing anything but sitting there. So this is a perfect side job for anyone who's like working on their business in the morning, or is like a college student, or you have an online business that you want to fund but you don't want to take money out of like rent money or money that you just need for bills or anything else, and you want to make some side income. This is a great way. Pick up like 2 shifts or 4 shifts, whatever you have time for, overnight. That's literally like you're literally doing nothing. Like I'm keeping it real, you're doing nothing. Like you're sitting there. A lot of times I would just bring my laptop and I would just work on my business while I was getting paid, like just sitting there, because most of the residents are asleep, and they like required you to do like light cleaning, like wipe down like mirrors, stuff like that. But like I can knock that out in like an hour and spend the next I used to do 10-hour shifts, so I would spend like the next 9 hours just like on my laptop. Or honestly, sometimes I'm not gonna I'm not gonna tell you guys that you can sleep, because you will get fired if you fall asleep. But I'm not gonna say it didn't happen. It's just it is what it is. This was a great, 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 great side hustle for me, honestly, because if you can land an overnight. If you do any other shift besides overnight, it's not so much of a side hustle. You do have to put in like actual work. But even that is like honestly minimum. If you've ever worked in a or know anyone who works in a residential counseling position, they'll tell you the work is minimum, and it also depends on the population you're working with too. If you're working with like a teenagers or something like that, like um, or even kids that go to school, honestly, the morning shift will probably not be that much work either, because you'll pretty much just be helping them get ready to go to school, and then once they go to school, you're just sitting in the house all day again doing nothing until they come back, and they probably won't come back for another 5-6 hours because that's how long school usually lasts. So, oh yeah, depending on the population you're working with and what shift that you get a job for, this is a really good side hustle that a lot of people don't talk about. And you can easily make $1,000 a month doing this. But I would honestly recommend, if you're going to go this route, to try and land an overnight position. That's the best. That's the sweet spot when you're becoming a residential counselor, especially if you just want something that's just extra money but not extra work. Yeah, this is it. And it's really perfect for you. Like literally, if you just want to work on your business while you're getting paid. I felt like that's what I was doing, to be honest. Um, so yeah, so to do this, you would just Google, all I did was Google residential counselor, and then a whole bunch of things like Indeed popped up, and you would just swift through. I just swift through. I did it for Houston, Texas, and you would just look through all the different ones, and they'll tell you what the requirements are. Oh, I forgot to mention, for yoga, the requirements are that you have your driver's license, and also, depending on what state you live in, your state might require a certain type of car. Like I know in New Jersey, you have to have an emergency brake in the middle of your car, but Pennsylvania and Delaware don't really give a fuck. And um, California doesn't really care either. So yeah, and then requirements for being a residential counselor. A lot of times they like when you have a bachelor's, but bachelor's isn't really required. Like you can see here, it says high school diploma or GED is fine. Like it really just depends. You just honestly just go through all these different jobs and just apply for them because it's definitely worth it, especially if you can land an overnight position, guys. I'm telling you, it's so worth it. It's so worth it. You literally will be getting paid while you're working on your business, after you're done, doing the requirements of the job, of course. But I mean, again, your residents are sleeping. So, that's really just, I don't know what else to say about that. It was great for me and I loved it. And the people that you worked with are really cool too. The third one, guys, is babysitting. So babysitting doesn't really have any requirements. It's just you have to gain experience. Um, you just have to gain experience and gain like references. So people will have someone to call to ask if whether you're a good babysitter or not. I think this job is more so for girls because not a lot of people want. I don't know. From not a lot, it doesn't seem like a lot of people want like a guy to babysit their kids unless they know the guy through like family friends and stuff like that. But yeah, this is the one's I guess more for, I don't know, guys can do it too, but anyways, don't listen to me. But yeah, so ZipRecruiter has jobs. Care.com is a big one that a lot of babysitters are on if you want to, or Sitter.com, either one of these, honestly. You go on there and just make a profile and just talk about your experience, even if it's something as small as like you babysitting your little brothers and sisters, any type of experience that you have, babysitting your neighbor's daughter, even if you babysit like freaking dogs, like just put it on there. Any type of experience is good, honestly. Obviously you don't need a degree to do this. Like there's teenagers who are babysitters. This is just another good like side hustle. Yeah, that you can easily make $1,000 a month with, because if you think about it, especially if you babysit overnight, like if a couple wants to go on date night or something like that and they need you to just watch their kid all night, they can pay you. Let's say you come at like 10 or like 9 p.m. You come at like 9 p.m. and you don't leave until like 9 a.m. in the morning. That's 12 hours. They can literally just pay you $100, which is honestly less than $10 an hour. um or even you might can even charge them $80 because you're really not doing anything. You're just sitting there, and again, like you could probably be asleep while the kids are asleep, um, or be working on your business again. So that's easy money. You land like 10 of those a month at $100 overnight. That's $1,000, or even $800 if you only do like 8 of them a month. It really depends on you, and you like set your own prices and everything. So the last one is substitute teaching. I was a substitute teacher while I was in college. I've been a substitute teacher since I was a junior in college, and it's something I just never really stopped. I do it every now and then just because I love working with kids, and it's fun to me. But it's also a good way to make money. Like I never really hear people talking about this, but it is a really good side hustle. No, you're not going to be, getting paid to sleep, or you know, I would say this is a really low stressful side hustle if you are only a substitute for gym teachers. That's my personal favorite because the kids get to run around and they don't really have to be controlled. I don't really have to worry too much about them keeping it down. You know, I really just like being a gym teacher because it's like you just have fun with the kids the whole time and you play games and everything's just so much funner. And the day seems to go a lot smoother when I'm a gym teacher. And I just get to wear sweatpants to work and get paid. So honestly, and some of the places I work at, they pay $95 per day. This is the website that I signed up with. It used to be called Source for Teachers, but now it's called whatever, ESS. But yeah, this is another good low stress side hustle, especially if you only substitute for gym teachers, especially. But yeah, so you would just type in this ESS. I'm pretty sure they're nationwide. If not, there's always a substitute teacher like um, company in your area, in your state. Trust me, every single state has it because every single state has schools and every single state has like teachers that want to go on vacation or have to take off. So just definitely Google it in your area for your area to see what's available. But that's it, guys. So if you like this or you got any value from this at all, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much if you made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching the video. And again, I'm going to leave the link to the yoga to the first thing I showed you guys, the Yoga of Concierge. I'm going to leave a link to that in the description so you guys can get that $50 bonus. Is there anything else I forgot to tell you guys? No, I think that's it. Okay. Have a nice day. Bye.